If you came to learn about the Rose Rocket inbox, you're in the right place. I'm Lisa, and I work on the marketing team here at Rose Rocket, and I'm joined with my colleague Abdul.
Hi, my name is Abdul. I work on the product team, specifically on the network side of the product. Network is really focused on helping you collaborate with your external partners, whether that's a shipper, a broker, a carrier, or a driver.
Cool. So before we get into what the network inbox is, maybe we should talk a little bit about what network TMS is as an idea. So traditionally, when we think about a TMS, we know that this helps transportation companies streamline processes within the four walls of their company. And when we think about a network TMS and the vision of what we're working towards here at Rose Rocket, this really gets into streamlining communication, not only with internal teams, but also with brokers, carriers, drivers, shippers, like Abdul said, really everyone in the freight network. And that's what Network Inbox is supporting today. So speaking of partner collaboration, maybe we can talk a little bit about what Network Inbox is.
Mm-hmm. So I mean, as Lisa mentioned, traditionally a transportation management system is in a silo. So let's say you're a carrier, you have your system, a broker has another system, and then maybe a shipper has a third system. And these different systems, they don't talk to each other. What we're focused on at Rose Rocket is you have this system with a broker, and this system with a shipper, and they're all talking to each other. Now, how do you unify that communication and what connects the two systems? That's basically the inbox module that we've created. And the inbox module is what is built to connect one Rose Rocket system with another one.
Awesome.
Yeah,
I'm excited for it.
I am too. I think it's easier to show you than just explain it via video. So at least if it sounds good to you, let's jump into the demo.
Let's do it.
Cool.
Hey everyone. As mentioned, we're going to do a quick run over the inbox module in Rose Rocket. I'm going to basically walk you through what the inbox module does. It's basically built to connect partners between multiple Rose Rocket systems. So basically, you're basically collaborating on the same load from system to system. The inbox module connects you to other partners on Rose Rocket. So if you're a carrier, it connects you to brokers on Rose Rocket, and if you're a broker, it connects you to carriers on Rose Rocket. The inbox module also connects you to partners off of Rose Rocket as well. So if you're a broker and you're working with external partner carriers that might not be using Rose Rocket, it's also built to allow collaboration with them as well, which I'll get into actually in a separate video. This video will be focused on Rose Rocket to Rose Rocket collaboration. So how a broker on Rose Rocket and a carrier on Rose Rocket can basically connect their systems and collaborate together on an order. So I'm going to basically go back and forth between two systems here. So this is Piper Logistics, they're a brokerage using Rose Rocket. And this is Cessna Trucking, they're a carrier company using Rose Rocket. So I have this order here. I basically want to move some freight from Manhattan to Watertown. I've already maybe talked to Cessna Trucking, and now I basically want to ship this freight to them. So I'm going to assign a carrier to this order. So I see Cessna Trucking here. I actually know that they're using Rose Rocket because of this little partner icon. I'll also see the similar icon in the carriers module as well. I'm going to go ahead and create a new manifest, and I'm going to pay Cessna Trucking, let's say $1,000 for this. I'm going to hit submit. Manifest is now created. Now what I want to do is dispatch this freight to Cessna Trucking. So I'm going to hit send to carrier. Typically this modal allows you to send an email. When you're dispatching to a Rose Rocket partner, so another Rose Rocket user, it defaults to not sending an email because they'll get it in their system anyway. If you'd like to, you can still send an email regardless. Here you can write whatever message you want. You can attach documents. I'm going to go ahead and hit send email to carrier. Now I'm going to go over to Cessna Trucking. I want you guys to notice a couple things. One, I have a new message here. So basically, I've received a tender offer from Abdul Bashar, which is myself. And you have a little message here. I also have this new inbox module and a little icon as well. So you see this little dot, basically notifies you that you have something pending in here, and 5 is the number of pending items. If I click into this, I can basically see that I have offers from Piper Logistics. So for example, this is the offer that I just received, and these are previous ones. How the inbox module is structured is it's basically structured based on the number of pending items you have, and then also items from distinct customers. So these are all my orders from Piper Logistics. These are all my orders from Army Brokerage, and then Carrier Sandbox also sent me some orders here. So I'm going to go back into Piper Logistics. One thing I want to note is you can also select multiple as well, which gives you other options to do things like bulk accept and reject. If I click into a offer, this is basically a rate confirmation that I've received from Piper Logistics. So I have the rate, I have the stops, commodities, and the accessorials. Any documents as well that they might have wanted to attach will also show up here. One thing I can do is I can actually chat with Cessna Trucking. So I can go in here, I can say, hi, Piper Logistics, sounds good. We can do this load. And I can actually chat back and forth with my partner. If I go into Piper Logistics, you can basically see that I have a new message request. And the other side is basically Cessna Trucking has sent me a chat message. I can chat back. Hey, sounds good. And the same thing on the other side, I have that chat response. What I can also go ahead and do is accept this offer or reject this offer. For the purposes of this demo, I'm going to accept the offer. So I'm going to go in here, accept the rate confirmation. If I check this, I will basically create an order from the rate confirmation. This will directly create an order that's connected to the order from Piper Logistics, which I'll basically show you here. So I'll hit accept. And now I have an order in my system that's actually connected to the order in a Piper Logistics system. So now we're basically working together. We can continue to chat, of course. If I go ahead and let's say I assign a driver to this, I send this to my driver, and I mark it as picked up. It actually updates Piper Logistics as well. So you can see that now this is in transit, and Abdul from Cessna Trucking basically marked this in transit. So I'm actually doing status updates on the behalf of my broker. Notice that both parties basically have freedom to interact with this order. So the carrier can here mark it as delivered, but the broker can also mark it as delivered as well. If you have location sharing enabled, you can actually see the brokerage can see live location on the truck. So let's say the carrier has an ELD integration with the truck that's carrying this load, and they have tracking within RoseRocket. The broker will also get tracking. And let's see if the broker has a customer portal, this tracking information will also flow to them as well. So shipper, broker, and carrier are all basically have to see the same thing here and kind of have the same live view. And of course, I can go ahead and mark this as delivered on the brokerage side, for example, and it actually marks it as delivered on the carrier side as well. So basically, we're working off the same order. They're interconnected, and it all basically started from this inbox module here.